Strap in, everybody, we got some pretty crazy stuff to get into here today. The first day of any update is always very exciting, seeing that we have pretty much the main bulk of the update content available for us to try out. However, a good portion of the update things that people look forward to is, of course, when the Brawl Pass comes out. So while we have this time, I want to take the chance to explore all the interesting goodies that came out with this update in the realm of Starr Park and interesting details. But before we get into the details, a quick word from our sponsor here today. I want to give a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, Zuba. Zuba is a mobile free-to-play battle royale game that allows up to 45 different characters on an individual map, with several different characters for you guys to enjoy. It's actually a relatively newer game with already over 116 million downloads and rated a 4.5 star in the App Store, which is pretty dang impressive. In the hyper battle royale game of Zuba, you're able to play with one of 32 different warrior animals, each with their own unique abilities as well as special attacks. Not only that, there are 3 different types of weapons that you can utilize found throughout the map or by defeating other enemies with said weapons, which makes it much more intricate than other battle royale games. One of my favorite things about these types of games, of course, is community, being able to join up in a clan. In Zuba, you're able to crew up with 50 other players from all around the world. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like playing video games with others? It's awesome. Knowing that I like these social aspects, of course, my favorite thing about Zuba is the team versus team game mode, where you'll be able to fight together as a team against other teams, and even if you end up being defeated, there is a revival aspect where your teammates can keep you in the fight, which is a good thing. And of course, if that's not enough, they also have loot boxes in this game where you can unlock different characters, skins, emotes, as well as being able to upgrade your already unlocked characters, which most definitely makes progression pretty dang fun in my opinion. So of course, what are you guys waiting for? Make sure to try out Zuba here today with the link in the description down below. Help out support the channel by supporting the sponsors. And if you sign up here today, you'll be able to get 50 coins as well as 40 gems in Zuba. Once again, a huge thank you to Zuba for sponsoring this video here today. But with that being said, let's get straight away back into the video. Here we go. Starting off with the first couple appearances of Starr Park here in this update, of course, with the sneak peek photo that was posted to the social medias before the Brawl Talk aired, we had the Starr Park logo in the top left-hand corner. We now know that Starr Park has some sort of influence in the robot factory and the production of the robot remodels. We have a good feeling this is the case, coming from Easter eggs even seen in the Brawl Talk thumbnail. We have a Starr Park logo on the robot remodels there in the background of a Melee 2.0 robot there. Also, seeing that we're getting some Starr Park imagery in 2 very important sneak peeks before the Brawl Talk kind of raises suspicion that it's important to some degree in this update. In the Sam animation that was first presented in the Brawl Talk there in the back left, a very, very big logo. This would suggest that both of these characters in the animation, Belle and Sam, are probably within the robot factory itself. The fun Starr Park Easter eggs don't stop there. Again, there's so much in this update. People noticed that there is a logo on the back of Sam's jumpsuit here, whatever you want to call it. And we can see it even more clearly and maybe even more intentionally by the Brawl Stars dev team in this photo that was posted here today 3 hours ago. We see the back of Sam with that logo there perfectly on display for everyone to see. There's even more examples that can be seen even in the Brawl Stars loading screen for Season 14. We have this box on the ground here. Of course, a box for one of the robots being remodeled. We have Ranger 2.0, so one of the sniper robots. It doesn't stop. Everywhere you look, it seems like there's Starr Park being shown to us. Here on the countdown for the Brawl Talk, we had in the lower right-hand corner a bunch of different boxes for these robots being remodeled. So with all of these Starr Park logos littered throughout Season 14, there's a question that needs to be answered, and that is this important? Is this going to amount to anything in particular? To be honest, I'm skeptical, which I feel like we all should be at this point about Starr Park, seeing that we've been getting Easter eggs for ages now and nothing really amounts to it, which I thought at first was the case this time around and still kind of do, but there's something else kind of going on here that's really interesting in the realm of Starr Park, which I want to share with you guys here today. Several people in the community noticed a really interesting connection, I think first stemming from this countdown for the Brawl Talk. As you guys can see, we can get an idea of what the robot factory looks like here. We have this big control panel, and then beyond it, the actual robots being remodeled. But this control panel and setting should be a little bit familiar. We've seen something like this in the past. People are thinking that the robot factory, the theme that we're currently in here in season 14, was kind of shown to us all the way back from the Invest in Your Future video. As you can see here in this frame and other instances from the video itself, we have that control panel in the background and a giant robot back there. Of course, it looks a little bit different from what we're seeing right now, but given the fact that we're actually in this setting here is super intriguing. Over here in the starpark.biz website, you could argue that this was also sneak peeked from the website as well. Taking a look at this photo here, we have a control panel. Do not know who is controlling what. This photo is of course showing the room that we just got done seeing from the Invest in Your Future video, as you can tell by the floor being the exact same. But it bears a shocking resemblance to the control panel that we saw in the Brawl Talk countdown video. Of course, more human or realistic here. It's not in game yet, but it definitely can be said that they are incredibly similar. This now in the Brawl Stars universe setting here, more cartoonish. Now, with all of this being presented as interesting as it is, you can make an argument for this being very significant or not that crazy significant at all. It is significant in the fact that this season 14's environment could have been hinted or sneak peeked all the way back from season 3, which is wild. But it could be argued that it's not that crazy significant at all. We might just be looking at another environment that we are currently in Starr Park. All Brawl Stars environments take place within Starr Park. This one a little bit more personal, right? We are in the robot factory, but it could just be the environment, nothing really hinting at something significant coming around the corner in the realm of like a Starr Park 2.0. But there are certain things in this update that may be proving that it is a little bit more important than just a theme, to keep it consistent from what we've seen in past things, such as the Invest in Your Future video. People noticed this crazy addition to the showdown environment in game. We have a actual entrance to what appears to be the robot factory there, with a very, very interesting sign along with a camera. If we take a look at it a little bit closer, we have a sign there at the entrance saying "Smile, you are being filmed," with a Starr Park logo there. Now, this sign in and of itself leads me to believe that there might be something interesting happening here in season 14, unless the Brawl Stars dev team is really pushing it with the Starr Park Easter eggs. The whole like "smile, make sure to smile, you are being filmed" is kind of rhetoric that we were hearing back when the WKBRL live stream was changed drastically, when Starr Park had a hand in it. Audio coming off of the WKBRL live stream of brainwashing, saying you need to smile more. Your daily reminder to smile.
This is your reminder to smile. Don't forget to smile. Frowns will be turned upside down. Check your face. Are you smiling? Smiling is fun and mandatory.
And it's been a very long time since we've had things like this pop up again. Yes, we see time to time a Starr Park logo pop up for a fun Easter egg, but nothing like this, smile. Basically a direct correlation to that whole situation of the WKBRL live stream. Again, we don't necessarily know what this is leading us into, and we don't have that many crazy good theories right now, given that we've only had one day with the new update theme. So that could be a discussion topic that we have a little bit later on down the line, once we actually have some good speculation and theories revolving around this crazy stuff that is popping up and the connections that we've made thus far. But at the very least, I think we can all agree that it is a little bit more bizarre than what we've been seeing in recent updates, when we thought Starr Park might have a hand in something. But with the Starr Park findings out of the way, I next want to transition into the bizarre things that people are noticing about Gus here. People had noticed with the sneak peeks yesterday on Gus that fact, Gus's description changed. It was once this, first shown in the Brawl Talk, calling an abandoned train ride home. Gus loves balloons. As legend has it, one day he followed a balloon dog too far, got lost, and has been there ever since. We discussed this in a video a few days on the channel that, you know, this has some elements of kind of depressing stuff, right? It would allude to Gus being somewhat old, seeing that we have as legend has it, and he's like trapped, still lost to this day, right? But the description is now this: hanging out in a long forgotten and abandoned train ride. Gus loves balloons. He's a master at crafting balloon animals, which he uses to pass the time and to keep himself company. In my opinion, it's almost like it's a continuation to the last description that we saw before. The one before was kind of giving us Gus's backstory, why he was on the train ride. But this one kind of shows what Gus is like on the train ride, right? He likes making balloons and that he needs to make them in order to pass the time and keep him company. This one not as sad or tragic. It doesn't mention anything about him being lost to this day. It doesn't mention anything like as legend has it. It's just what Gus is like, his personality. So I found that very odd, whether it's Brawl Stars trying to be a little bit more PC, maybe the last one was a little bit too sad or tragic, like I said before, or it might be something just a little bit more important, adding fuel to the flame of bizarre things that we've already noticed about Gus. And the other thing people have been discussing about Gus is, as you guys can see behind him, he has his fingers crossed for some reason. We could speculate and stuff like that as to why, but we truly just don't know. So much discussion and strange stuff about a brawler that literally was announced or that we knew was a thing a couple days ago, you know what I mean? But there you have it, everyone. Those are all the more bizarre things that people have noticed already here in Season 14. There very well could be more that we discover, but I wanted to take the time and the chance in this video to present them all to you, not necessarily make grandiose theories just yet. I want to save that for a different time once we have a little bit better understanding or ideas around them. Again, I'm quite skeptical about Starr Park making a return or anything like that, but it's definitely really cool to see all of this crazy stuff happening in the realm of Starr Park in this update. We'll have to wait and see if this amounts to anything important down the line, but of course, be sure to let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this stuff. If you enjoyed this or found it interesting at all, be sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on any of this if we do get any updates in regards to this. But yeah, everyone, hope you enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and take care.